Hello, buddy, and welcome to a tropical update here. This is a mobile tropical update that you're seeing right now. Reason being is I'm not able to go on my laptop for the time being here for the next day or two here, so I'm having to go off of my mobile phone here. And so I apologize for the aspect ratio of this video here for you guys that are viewing on desktop or tablet or anything that's other than a phone. I apologize for the aspect ratio, so I apologize for that. It's for reasons out of my control here, but just wanted to do an update while I'm able to here and try to get some information out to you guys who may be watching my videos to get information. This is just, of course, the current look at the wide view of the Atlantic right now, as you can see. And you can see there's currently, right now, you can see Tropical Storm Paulette in the open Atlantic right now. And you could just to the east that you see recently degraded now to tropical depression status, tropical depression Renee. Also, then just to the east of Renee, we have a tropical wave that's forecast to come off of Africa within the next day or two here, and has a really decent chance of formation here for the next coming days. And then to the right, to the left of all this, to the west of all this, we have an area of interest to watch just to the southwest of Bermuda. I know it's really hard to see, but it's right about there. An area to watch near Bermuda right there, and it has a decent chance of formation throughout the next coming days. First off, let's start off with Tropical Storm Paulette here. Let's go ahead and look at the latest National Hurricane Center forecast cone for Tropical Storm Paulette. And you can see, as of Tuesday, September 8th, 2020, as of 11 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time Advisory number 9, the center is currently located at 19.2 degrees north, 45.0 degrees west. Maximum sustained 1-minute winds are estimated to be at 60 miles per hour, moving to the northwest at 9 miles per hour. And Paulette is forecast to maintain its intensity for about the next 24 hours or so before gradually lowering in intensity due to some forecasted higher winds here that Paulette is going to be running into if it isn't already. However, that being said, on the last two forecast points here on 8 p.m. Saturday and 8 p.m. Sunday, the National Hurricane Center forecast Paulette to start a re-intensification phase here. And by the last forecast point here, as of 8 p.m. Sunday, the last forecast point there, they forecast Paulette to re-intensify back up to a 65 mile per hour tropical storm. And of course, I'll keep you guys updated on whether the forecast changes or not. It of course can. We've seen forecast intensities change a lot on forecast tracks. As a matter of fact, also change the next coming days. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. Here's a look at the infrared imagery for Tropical Storm Paulette right now. And you can see just how it's progressed over the past 3 hours, looking at the GO16 imagery here. And you can see how it doesn't look too good in terms of having an eye-like feature like it did last night. Last night it was trying to pop out what looked like an eye feature on satellite at least, but that went away, probably due to some increase in wind shear values or dry air trying to get entrained into the system here. And so you just have pretty much this one big blob, I guess you could say for a simpler term, of convection right around the general area where the center of circulation is. So this is what the storm looks like on infrared imagery right now. Like I said yesterday, it's last I said a few minutes ago. Like I said, it's forecast to re-intensify after it gets past this small hurdle of wind shear here to the next coming days here, and perhaps re-intensify back up to where it originally peaked at as a 65 mile per hour tropical storm. Of course, keep an eye on this storm. Nothing to panic about necessarily just yet, but there's something to keep an eye on if you guys live along the East Coast or along the Caribbean, or mostly along the East Coast, let's say, actually, for you guys to watch down there if you live around that part of the world there. Then here's a look at Tropical Depression Renee right now as of the latest forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. Still forecast to become a Category 1 hurricane, but now the forecast peak is down from what originally was 80 miles per hour, now down to 75 miles per hour, so barely Category 1 force. Hurricane status, the National Hurricane Center forecast Renee to peak as. But needless to say, as of this latest update here, as of 2 p.m. Cape Verde time, advisory number 8, its center is currently located at 17.0 degrees north, 29.3 degrees west, with maximum sustained 1-minute winds estimated to be at 35 miles per hour, making it a tropical depression, and moving to the west-northwest at 16 miles per hour. And like I said, it's forecast to peak as a 75 mile per hour Category 1 hurricane. And I'll show you why in a few seconds here, but this is the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. I will say the really long-range models, and keep in mind to take this with a grain of salt here, but some long-range models are wanting us to do a little bit of a loop and veer on back down to the southwest here and potentially remain in the Atlantic for a little bit longer. Here over time, but again, that's of course long range models, so take that with a grain of salt at this point in time here, because that of course could easily change throughout the next coming hours and days here as we get more new model runs coming in throughout the next coming days and hours here. So this is Renee. This is a look at it on infrared imagery here, again off of Cyclonic Wix here. The great site I like to use, and you can see it's not really well defined at all, hence probably why the National Hurricane Center decided to degrade this back down to a tropical depression storm. But as you can see in the last few frames, they're maybe trying to flare up again here throughout the last few frames. So it'll be interesting to see if that keeps up or if that's just a lone, single one or two flare-ups there that are happening around the center of circulation. We'll see if that continues or not there. If it doesn't continue, it'll probably stay at a tropical depression. But if it continues on over the next few hours here, National Hurricane Center, depending on what they find through ASCAT data, may try to upgrade this to back up to a tropical storm force storm. But for now, like I said, back down to a tropical depression status storm at this point, looking off of IR imagery and off of, I believe, ASCAT data that came in a few hours back before this that showed that the storm was back down to tropical depression status there. But that's tropical depression Renee right there, as you can see. Let's go ahead and take a look at the wide view of the Atlantic right now on the National Hurricane Center 5-day outlook graphic, and you can see what's currently going on besides Paulette and Renee. There's two areas of interest here. Let's start off with this one over here. Disturbance number 1 has a 40% chance of formation throughout the next 5 days. Information chance for the next 48 hours is a low 30% chance. Information chance for the next 5 days is a medium 40% chance of formation there. And we also got another area of interest as well to the east of that. Let me try to refresh the page here because it's giving me a little bit of an issue here. This is the second disturbance to watch here. That's supposed to come off Africa really soon here. And information chance for the next 48 hours is a low 20% chance. Information chance for the next 5 days is a high 80% chance of formation there. So another thing to watch there in the Atlantic Basin here as the season progresses here. I believe there's also a tiny little invest in little area of interest, in the Eastern Pacific there, and I could read what that says there. 10% chance of formation throughout the next 48 hours and 5 days. 5 days, a 20% chance of formation. Remember to get official information from the National Hurricane Center. Just type up nht.noaa.gov. The link is on the top of your screen there, and you'll know you're on the correct page when you see all this good, accurate information, life-saving information right in front of your screen. Here is when you'll know you're on the correct page here for the National Hurricane Center here. And that's where you can get the latest information on data from the official government agency for this basin of the world for the Atlantic, East Pacific, and Central Pacific as well, respectively. Just type National Hurricane Center, or just type up NHC, or just type up NHC Hurricane, and it'll probably be the first result. And again, you'll know you're on the correct page when you see all this good information here. Then for localized forecasts for your area, always look at the National Weather Service for a localized forecast for your area. I don't know why I did that for me, but it's glitching out. So let's go ahead and just click on Alaska here, and or no, just go to Hawaii here. Click on Hawaii, and it'll take you to the latest forecast off the nearest forecast office to you. Of course, for all of Hawaii, it's going to be Honolulu. But say, I don't know, you're vacationing to Hilo, you can click on Hilo right there in this map that they provide to you, and it'll give you a 5-day graphical outlook right here, and then 7-day detailed text forecast below that, so you can read out in advance here. And they also have an hour-by-hour forecast as well too, to plan your day out hour by hour here, as the day progresses here with time. So that's National Weather Service, and again for them, just type up nws.noaa.gov, or just type up NWS, or just National Weather Service, and it'll probably be the first search result. And you'll know you're on the correct page when you see all this good information right at your fingertips here. So I believe that's about it for this tropical update here. I apologize for the kind of hurriedness of this tropical update here. I apologize for that. Let me know if there's any audio issues or any video issues that you guys are seeing on this video. Again, this is my first time doing a mobile update here. And again, I'm probably going to be doing this for the next day or two here, so just give me some feedback in the comments below if you have any critiques, or if you have any errors or any issues that you spotted in this video on a technical wise level here. But hope everybody has a great day and goes out. Stay safe, of course, and till then, see you guys later in the next video. Peace.